Mariel Rodriguez shares the first photos of her baby. Must-see, actress and TV host Mariel Rodriguez recently gave birth to her first daughter with her husband, actor Robin Padilla. Not long after, she shared the very first picture of baby Isabella on Instagram.
Painful.
Babe, I'm sorry, wala ako dyan.
It's okay.
Nagli-labor ka na ba, babe?
Isabella's head is already low.
Sino kasama mo dyan?
Everyone.
Everyone? Okay. Today daw...
The image posted by Mariel has a caption saying, "I love you so much, my angel. The kind of love I never knew existed." Baby Isabella was wearing a beanie while all cuddled up in a pig blanket. Mariel gave birth in the United States. She decided to fly there to assure a safe pregnancy after suffering 2 miscarriages last year. Unfortunately, husband Robin was not able to secure the necessary travel documents, and so he was left behind in the Philippines. Despite his absence, the action star showed unwavering support for his wife and daughter by continuously sharing photos and videos of his family online. Invite you to watch the video. Robredo taglao to VP Robredo, leave your post, give it to Bongbong. Many public figures have expressed their disappointment when President Rodrigo Duterte approved the burial of the late dictator Ferdinand Marcos Sr. Vice President Leni Robredo was one of those who spoke against this decision, and as a result, many citizens questioned her loyalty. Robredo taglao, a former diplomat and now a journalist, called out the Vice President, Leni Robredo, and asked the President that she be relieved of her position from the cabinet. In a Facebook post, taglao said that Robredo should not be openly disputing and opposing the decisions of the President, as it causes friction among citizens. If Robredo doesn't agree with such a major policy move of Duterte's, she should immediately resign from his administration, that is, leave her posts. She cannot have her cake and eat it too, taglao wrote on his Facebook post. Vice President Leni Robredo was appointed as chairperson of the Housing and Urban Development Coordinating Council, HUDCC, by the President after the elections last May 2016. Through her office's website, Robredo described the Marcoses as thieves in the night, adding that the Marcos family deliberately hid the information of burying former President Marcos from the Filipino people. Robredo also noted that the Supreme Court ruling that was handed down last November 8 was not yet an NAL for execution. Invite you to watch the video. Angelina Jolie returns to the public eye for the first time following her divorce from Brad Pitt. Angelina Jolie has made her first appearance following her divorce from Brad Pitt. Though the actress didn't step out in public, she did record a video for the International Criminal Court in support of a recent policy regarding children. A clip of the video was captured by several Twitter users and shared on the social media site, featuring Jolie looking calm and beautiful as always, in a black blazer with her hair straight around her face and little makeup. Successful prosecution and new legal benchmark, whether at the ICC or elsewhere, is part of the long and vital generational effort, she said. That is the light in which I believe the court's new policy on children should be seen. She continued, I particularly welcome the commitment to include charges for crimes against children wherever the evidence permits as part of a more systematic approach. I congratulate the Office of the Chief Prosecutor, and all those working on the policy. The video ends with Jolie giving a small, contented smile. The International Criminal Court also tweeted about Jolie's response, writing, Angelina Jolie welcomes OTP policy, mankind owes to children. We know we are giving the best to children. It prosecutor for children. Meanwhile, Jolie has been maintaining a low profile since her split from Pitt in September as the two work out their divorce settlement and custody agreement over their 6 kids, Maddox Jolie Pitt, 15, Pax Jolie Pitt, 12, Zahara Jolie Pitt, 11, Shiloh Jolie Pitt, 10, and twins Knox Jolie Pitt and Vivian Jolie Pitt, 8. Brad, however, has stepped out several times. Last week, the actor and good pal Julia Roberts attended a private screening of the upcoming and highly acclaimed film Moonlight, for which his production company, Plan B, is listed as one of the executive producers. It was the first time he's been photographed since the divorce. The next day, he hit the red carpet for an event in honor of his upcoming film, Allied. He participated in a Q&A session and even signed autographs for fans. He also updated the crowd on his current well-being. "It's really sweet, everyone has been really kind out here," he explained before adding, "It's really nice to have all the support. Invite you to watch the video." Books, movies proving Marcos' atrocities were real, author tells Duterte, author Ma. Series P. Doyo won't mind showing President Rodrigo Duterte books and offering him movie suggestions about martial law if it helps to make him aware they exist. As far as literary works are concerned, Doyo said she knows hundreds of them. Duterte on Friday said allegations being hurled at Ferdinand Marcos by critics couldn't be proven either way. Whether or not he performed worse or better, there is no study, there is no movie about it, Duterte said. "It's just the challenges and allegations of the other side which is not enough." Doyo, a social activist whose op-ed stories appear regularly in the Philippine Daily Inquirer, said Duterte couldn't be more wrong. "I have a list of more than 200 books on martial law and I might put it up on a website, so a lot has been written about the cruelty, the tyranny of the Marcos dictatorship," said Doyo, who was on the DZMM program Tika Muna on Saturday answering questions about Marcos' burial at "Why would President Duterte say all of a sudden that there aren't any movies about martial law?" Sister Stella L., Takata 70, to name three only. Doyo said the Marcos burial stunned her, but added that if you know the Marcoses, it's like you wouldn't be surprised anymore because that's who they are, duplicitous. Invite you to watch the video, Andre Ward vs Sergey Kovalev live updates. In a battle of unbeaten boxers, Oakland native Andre Ward, 30-0, 15 knockouts, takes on Russia's Sergey Kovalev, 30-0-1, 26 KOs, for the light heavyweight championship on Saturday night at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Follow our round-by-round coverage right here. Claressa Shields wins her debut. Two-time Olympic gold medalist Claressa Shields was victorious in her professional debut, claiming a unanimous decision over Frenchin Cruz in an action-packed, 4-round super middleweight fight. Shields, 21, had Cruz in serious trouble in the fourth round, staggering her opponent with an overhand right with about a minute remaining. Shields won by scores of 40-36 on all three scorecards. Shields' victory wasn't on the televised portion of the pay-per-view card, which was a surprise. Shields isn't signed with either of the event's two promoters, but wouldn't viewers rather have seen her instead of cotton-fisted Isaac Chilemba? Ward vs Kovalev hopes to bring the buzz. When Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev made their grand arrivals at the MGM Grand earlier this week, the crowds that awaited them were modest in size. There was little buzz around town about their light heavyweight championship fight Saturday night at T-Mobile Arena. That speaks more to the state of boxing than it does about this fight, which is one of the sport's few must-see events in recent years. This is the third fight ever between two undefeated fighters in the top 5 of Ring Magazine's pound-for-pound rankings. The previous two, Julio Cesar Chavez vs Meldrick Taylor and Oscar de la Hoya vs Felix Trinidad. The opinion here is that James Toney vs Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather Jr. vs Diego Corrales also deserved that distinction. This will be a contest not only of Ward's and Kovalev's tactical acumen, but resolve too. Don't be fooled by Ward's cerebral style. He's tough. He's Clayton Kershaw on game day, except he's like that every day. As for Kovalev, he once killed an opponent, but has managed to block out that memory whenever stepping in the ring to remain a devastating finisher. He's stubborn and I'm stubborn, Ward said. Who's going to break? The televised portion of the pay-per-view will start at 6 p.m. PT, with the main event expected to start between 8:30 and 9 p.m. Andre Ward looks to make Saturday night his shining moment. Andre Ward stepped off the stage where he and Sergey Kovalev each weighed in at the light heavyweight limit of 175 pounds Friday and was asked a question. "How long have you waited for that?" Ward, 32, the 2004 U.S. Olympic boxing champion from Oakland who is seeking his second weight-class belt in his first pay-per-view headlining appearance, exhaled, smiled and answered. 12 years, he told The Times. "I feel like it's my time. That's my sense. It's my time to seize the moment, Ward said. I've watched so many big fights here in Las Vegas. It's so amazing now that it's my turn. The former super middleweight champion, whose talent was bogged down by a contractual dispute with the late Southern California promoter Dan Goosen, is beyond home ring dates in Oakland and regular premium cable shows now. In Kovalev, 30-0-1, 26 knockouts, Ward, 30-0, 15 KOs, confronts a merciless, power-hitting Russian nicknamed Crusher, who also is striving to leave an impression on an audience in search of another major boxing talent. Thank you for watching videos. You remember the likes and comments below. Thanks.